Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. Happy New Year, everybody. It's exciting. This is our first Biz Builders Zoom of the year. Wanted to get it started off right with everybody, give you some updates, and really talk about doing some smart resolutions. Um, but first, let's just talk about how you're going to make 2024 look different than 2023. In order to do that, you're going to need to act a little bit differently and make changes, maybe to attract what you want in your life. You're going to need to make some decisions that are maybe a little different than the ones you made last year that'll move you in the right direction where you want to go in 2024. I was fortunate enough to be around about this time last year when we were talking about a mist product that was about to launch. And it was, of course, this Twisted Mist. And let me just give you a little update on what happened. We launched the product in, I think it was about March of last year is when it actually got to our doorsteps. And it's something that nobody had really seen before, a nano emulsion, a liposomal nano emulsion in a mist delivery system, a technology that nobody had used before. And of course, this one based on the mangosteen. Well, a few people caught the vision, got really excited about it. We're talking about high-speed nutrition, basically getting directly into the bloodstream, bypassing digestion because of how fine the mist is. And that was really a game changer for a lot of people. And so what happened was, we expanded into Canada with Ted Wilson and his team. Thank you, Al, for introducing us to Ted. It blew up Canada and all those great folks up there. And then Cowboy introduced us to Pepe and Mary in Mexico, and it took off in Mexico when Mexico launched. And, the volume just shot through the roof, some of the highest volumes that I've ever experienced in my career in network marketing. Over 160,000 in a month in volume is one of our top months. It's just been incredible what's happened with this product. But, for those of you that are kind of new or just getting going with us, we've got something new coming out. It's coming out very shortly. It's in a couple of weeks. We're going to be launching something that has a similar technology to it, but it's a different nutrient. It's got a different purpose. It also is going to be, I think, a much wider audience than the Xantho Mist. So if you got excited about this, and I got to tell you, this has changed a lot of people's lives. What's coming up is going to be epic. And so you're going to want to make sure that you plug into CTFO over the coming weeks. I know there's a great event happening with some updates from the company this coming Thursday. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the call. So anyway, that's just a little bit of an update. But just know this, for me, every day I have to make a choice, and so do you. And that choice is to take control of your mind and make the choice to actually be happy where you are right now, right? Not content, but happy. There is a massive difference. Happiness, love, anger, resentment, fear, joy, they're all choices that we make every day. And there's not one person that is responsible for your feelings more than you are, right? You're the only one. So make the right choice every day. You're only 6 inches away from getting everything you want in life. And those 6 inches between your ears are everything. So let's do some things to, work on and resolve as we start the new year. Mental and emotional health are so important. Make time for your self-care and your stress management. Take a walk in nature. Do some meditation if you have to. Journaling. Connect with like-minded community. Nurture relationships and friends and family that you have. All these will go a long way in, really nurturing your mental and emotional health. On our promo for this Zoom today, I asked you to think of one word that will take you into the new year. Just choose one word for the year. Write it down. Post it in a place where you can see it. If you'd like to share that with the group tonight on the chat, go right ahead. Love to have you do that. Maybe we'll talk about some of those towards the end. My word for this year is rejuvenation. That's my word. It's day one. I got to ask you, did you weigh yourself today after the absolute debauchery of the holidays? I know I did. It's best to know where you are starting from so you can measure your progress along the way. I was not surprised with what I saw. About a year and a half ago, I reintroduced carbs back into my life. I gained about 10 of the 30 pounds that I had lost and had kept off for the previous 6 years. And you know what? I could live with that. I could still fit into the clothes that I was, had the new clothes that I had bought after that weight loss. And, it was not a problem, right? I was enjoying some carbs, not crazy, but, I'd reintroduced them into my life. Today, however, when I got on the scale, I think I was about 15 pounds down, and it's really not okay with me. So it's time to really get back on track and to begin that rejuvenation process towards a healthier, lighter version of myself. Anybody out there feel me on that? And who's ready for that kind of change? You can raise your hand or nod, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are ready. So here it is, a new year, 2024. Let's just talk about some of these approaches and smart approaches to these health resolutions that will make a difference for you. First of all, be specific. Clearly define what it is that you want to achieve. How many pounds do you want to lose? How many inches do you want to lose? Make sure you do both pounds and inches. That's kind of important. A lot of times you'll lose the inches before you lose the pounds, and set a time limit for that. In the next 15 days, the next 30 days, make sure that this is measurable so you can track your progress. How much each week? How many pounds or inches do you want to lose per week? And make it achievable. Set goals that are within your reach. Have them be relevant. Things that are going to be objectives that really matter to you and your well-being. And again, give yourself a deadline to work towards. I know a lot of people have a deadline of Vegas. Everybody wants to lose their weight by Vegas, which is about 20 days away or so. And that's going to be an amazing event. I'm sure we're all going to look a lot healthier by then because we're going to, it's nice and early here in January. And, people generally stick to their resolutions in the first week or two for sure. But let's see if you can get it done for 30 days. That would be amazing. Anyway, this approach really will transform vague wishes into a clear action plan, paving the way for really tangible progress. So I like to say commit over the next 30 days. Can you do it? Are you willing to commit? I think most people are willing to do it and can do it for 30 days. And guess what? If you get great results in the next 30 days, you'll probably do it for another 30 days. So let's just commit to 30 days for right now. Some of the things that I'm going to be doing and some of the things that I suggest that you work on, move every day. Notice I didn't say work out, go to the gym, or, some of these things that people do on a regular basis don't sound like fun to somebody else, right? But at least move every day. How many steps are you going to get in per day? For me today, it was a busy day. I didn't get a whole lot of time to go and work out, but I walked to the mailbox, right? And if you know my house, getting to the mailbox and getting back up that hill, it's maybe an eighth of a mile. It was something, right? It was a good exercise to just get out and breathe some fresh air. And if that's what you have to do, walk to the mailbox just so you can get something done today. Park farther away. When you go shopping, don't park in the closest parking spot. Park the furthest one away so you can get some of that, time in when it comes to, your daily routines. Take the stairs, not the elevator or the escalator. Move while walking on the phone. Shoot, I used to remember circling my dining room table as I was doing three-way calls. For years, I used to do that. I got to get back into that myself. So there's just a couple of things when it comes to moving. And, there's other things. Obviously, there's, hiking and biking, and maybe it's dance. Maybe you want to dance. How about virtual reality workouts? I know my wife, she's boxing with the Oculus and is having a great time doing that. She's enjoying it. I've been playing table tennis. Find movements that bring you joy, right? So you'll continue to do it. Another thing that I'll be focused on is drinking more water. Starting off my day with a big tall glass. This is my glass of water right here, guys. It's filled with ice. And guess what? I drink about 3 of these a day. I'm going to try to make sure that happens. It's not as easy in the winter because you're not as thirsty. But the reality is a lot of times when you're hungry, you might just be thirsty. You might just be thirsty. And so drink some water and see how that might help. Let's see, what else? Proper nutrition. That's an easy one, right? We're in the nutrition business. How many people started their Shape and Burn freshly anew today? I certainly did. The Ultimate Multivitamin, the Super 7, Xanthomist, and let's all shoot for at least one extreme shake a day. How hard is that, right? I had it for lunch today. If you were to do one and replace a meal with one extreme shake a day, that's going to go a long way into reducing calories, setting up your digestion properly and your probiotics and your gut health. And it's going to be enjoyable. You're going to look forward to it. So definitely do that. Avoid sugar. This is a big one for me and for a lot of people. I don't believe I'll be going back into ketosis. I don't think that's my goal. I still like to have some carbs every now and again. But I will tell you this, I'm not going to do what the average American is doing. The average American or North American is maybe doing anywhere from 300 to 400 carbs a day. That's how most people survive in this country. I'm going to avoid the obvious sugar. I'm going to avoid the obvious carbs. I'm going to throw out all the crap in the kitchen that's accumulated over the holidays. The cookies and the Christmas crack and all the things that show up in the house. I don't know where it all comes from, but it somehow ends up this time of year. And I'll shoot for maybe 60, 70 carbs a day. Maybe I'll go as low as 50, or if I'm lucky, I'll get to 40 some days. Whether I get into ketosis or not, that's not necessarily my goal. But I know how I feel when I have less carbs and when I avoid sugar altogether. And so see if you can do that. At least try it for 30 days and see what happens. Watch your portion sizes. That's a big one. You can always get seconds if you're still hungry, but just let's watch your portion sizes. Proper rule of thumb, a piece of protein should be about the size of the palm of your hand, right? That's where you want to go with protein. When it comes to eating, you want to eat more whole foods, right? Less processed foods, nothing processed, in fact. Here's what I do. I went shopping today for the new year, right? Our fridge was pretty much empty. We'd gotten rid of a lot of the stuff from the holidays. And I shop around the outside perimeter of the supermarket. I do not go into the aisles as best I can, right? Because on the outside, that's where the fresh food is. That's where the stuff that's not processed is, right? So try to stick to the outsides of the aisles. Another thing I'm going to be doing is reducing alcohol consumption, right? How about dry January? You sometimes you have a glass of wine with friends, and sometimes more friends show up, and then the next day more friends show up over the holidays, and before you know it, you're having a glass or two of wine every night, and during the holidays, and it can get a little out of control. So how about dry January? Anybody think they can pull that off? I don't know if I can, but certainly I'll be getting rid of the glasses of wine during the week. Absolutely. So do that. And lastly, sleep 7 to 9 hours. Sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. Be consistent with your routine. Some of the tips on getting the best night's sleep. Chill the room. One of the things that we've gotten good at is, having the room temperature be about 3 to 4 degrees colder than the rest of the house. And it just does so much for, helping you sleep at night and helping you get to sleep and stay asleep. Avoid screens before bed, read a book instead, and keep it dark in the room. So cool, dark, and quiet. And these are some of the things that I'm doing. And I hope to, hopefully you took some notes here, and it's kind of a smarter approach to some of these health resolutions that people make. And again, let's commit to 30 days and see how we feel and see how we do. 2024 promises to be an exciting and profitable year for anyone building and engaged in CTFO. And I hope you decide to be a big part of it. Remember, the choice is uniquely yours. So folks, listen, I know that there's a big call coming up this Thursday. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7, 8, that's 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you're going to hear from Kevin Fournier and Stu Finger, and you're going to hear from Evelyn Monroy and David D'Arcangelo, and they're going to give you some updates on what to expect in CTFO in 2024. And so you're not going to want to miss that. That's again going to be on Thursday night, I believe at ctfowebinar.com. There's also, of course, a call or a Zoom at 9 p.m. tonight, ctfowebinar.com as well. Let's see, did anybody post any words? Let's just double check here in the chat. I think we've got a few. Okay, here we go. Kathy Gregory. Hey, Kathy, so glad you could join us. I'm going to open you up here and see if we can have you talk a little bit about your word, which is vitality. Let's see if I can ask you to unmute. There you are. Hey, Kathy, how are you tonight?
I'm great. Yeah, just getting back. So love all your tips, Adam. It's funny because I made some notes myself just about vitality and just getting back on track. And I think the message I want to give people is we are examples for everyone that we want to help. And so by leading by example and getting back on track, if you Christmas is kind of like that. I just had a couple of Lindor chocolates that I had on my desk just now, and they didn't go in the garbage bin in my body. But I do know the 80-20 rule of vitality for me is sticking with the habits that you talked about. So I am super excited for everything that CTFO is bringing us this year. And it's great to see everybody on here tonight and some of our team from our team Unity. So Happy New Year, everybody.
Well, Happy New Year, Kathy, and we're looking forward to seeing you and your team in Vegas. It should be amazing. And the chocolates, hey, I've got some here. I don't think I'll be eating these though. I just didn't clear my desk off yet because I really want to reverse that trend that's happened on my waistline over the last couple of weeks. But anyway, thank you for sharing. Appreciate you. Catherine, are you around? Catherine Bussang.
Yeah, I am here. Yeah.
Catherine, you have a word, and your word is recovery. I love that. Go ahead, talk to us about recovery.
Recovery all around. I've been needing to take some time away a little bit, but not totally away. I'm always engaged, but not the way that I plan to be once I recover from some major things that I need to go through. I won't be in Vegas because I'll be in the hospital having surgery, but I'd like to be there because I really thought, I need to see everyone again. It's been so long. When we were in where were we before? Anyway, wherever we were upset. We weren't in Vegas, but we were close. And it was really fun, and it was new, and the company was new, and I loved it. So I'm going to miss that. But once I'm through all of these stages I need to go through in the next month, I'll be on top of my game again.
Fantastic, Catherine. Well, hey, good luck with that surgery. We will miss you in Vegas, but I'm sure you'll fill us in, and we'll be praying for you. Okay.
I'll be
All
watching.
right. Fantastic. Let's see, Misty. You had a great word, dedication. Misty, are you around? Let's see if I can find her. Might have to ask her to unmute. Oh, there she is.
Hello?
Hi, Misty.
Hi.
Tell us about your word.
I chose dedication because most of my goals that I have are based on dedication to make sure that I'm in the gym 4 times a week and make sure that I'm up on my nutrition. And making time for this business is a big thing for me because that's where I struggle is the time, and I got to find the time to sort things out and give up things to make time for other things.
Absolutely. It's a sacrifice that's worth making, though, right?
Yep.
I love your word, dedication. Appreciate you sharing your story tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you on future Zooms. Great job. All right. Let's see. Lewis. Lewis, are you there, my friend? I'm going to ask you to unmute your word. You have 2 words. I guess we'll give it to you. Massive action. Go ahead. Can we get him unmuted? Let's see. Oh, maybe not. All right. Let's see if we can find somebody else. How about Paula? Paula Potts, your word is motivation. Paula, you around? I don't know if we can unmute
I'm
her.
here. I'm trying to undo.
You're
this.
unmuted. There you go. Perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I have a long answer. So I got involved with CTFO in the springtime. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
Awesome. So and then I spoke with Ted, and then I'm like, I don't know, my being just resonated with this. It's like this was the way to go, so I decided to go for it. And then I thought it would be really easy, but I found out like I'm a little more introverted than I thought I was. I'm like, oh boy, Lord. And and it, going to Orlando was huge. Like I'd never flown anywhere. I'd never seen palm trees. I'm in northern Canada, and I'm like, and then I'm sitting here looking at you guys, and you guys are aces and definitely motivators, and that's my thing. I'm motivated now. After 6 months, I've done a lot of a program called Thinking into Results and things like that to shift my mind, shift my being, to be able to absorb, invite, and then to produce, be motivated to do the action steps and produce to get to that place where well, they call it your type C goal, your big goal, and uh there's nothing stopping me.
That is
And then I
fantastic.
know it's all about the 6 inches
Absolutely.
being here.
Motivation is a great word. And Paula,
So
I'm glad you were able to plug into that event and see some palm trees. I got to tell you, when I first got into this industry, somebody told me you could see the world. And I have seen the world being involved in our industry. So there's more than palm trees, and I'm excited that you're motivated and are seeking motivation on a regular basis. Great, great word. Appreciate you. Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
you too.
Lewis, with massive action. 2 words. We're giving it to you, Lewis. Where are you?
Where am I at?
There you are, buddy. What's going on, man?
How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing great, Lewis. Tell us, how's that getting you into the new year and making things happen for you? Tell me about massive action.
I have set aside a daily action plan, put aside 2 hours every night to prospect this amazing opportunity. So I'm just staying
Fantastic.
focused. I turn the TV off and just staying making phone calls every night now.
I got to tell you, if you pile up enough product in front of your TV, you can build this business. Just don't turn on the TV until all that product is gone, and that will definitely get things going for you. Congratulations on that. 2 hours a night. Hey, that's a lot more than a lot of people do on a part-time basis building our business. Great job, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Vegas. Al Diaz, my friend, know you are out there. Tell us a little bit about your word, encouragement.
Yeah, encouragement. I love encouraging people, especially now with the year that 23 passed. A lot of people went through a lot of trouble. I like to encourage them and give them the hope that we have, and let them see what we have available. Just the encouragement, positive. That's it.
Fantastic, man. Well, hey, I know you are encouraging a lot of people, and we're glad to have you on the team. DS Badlow, I don't know your name exactly, but you have a word of mindset. Maybe you can share with us your name. We have your email address up there.
Oh, sorry about that. It's Shannon. Sorry.
Oh, hey,
I'm
Shannon,
on
how
my
are you?
phone, so how are
Excellent.
you? I'm good. So I picked mindset because we tend to I tend to get going really good on things and get into a routine, and then life gets busy. And when life gets busy, we start making the excuses because we don't want to do the hard work. Like, oh, this is easier, or this is easier, the little things. So the mindset for me for this year that I think has changed is more into kind of self-care. First thing in the morning, statistics have been shown and told that if you wake up first thing in the morning and you grab your phone or you turn your TV on, your production of the day is a lot lower. So I've been doing this for the last week, getting up, taking time for myself, taking water, my vitamins. I go and I meditate or I journal, and then I take the zone 2, and that's where I have my coffee maybe, or then I pick up my emails and so forth and do my action. But I try not to do that first thing. I try and do me time. So, and it has really kind of set my day off a little bit easier, where I'm actually more content. And I don't know, it's funny because I feel like have the time, no matter how busy I am, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there to do other things. As before, I would get up, I would hit the phone, or I'd look at my emails, or I'd do this, or I'd do that. And I always kind of felt like I was rushing. So I want to set my mindset to be, for me, first thing and at night.
Great
Like
job.
Yeah.
Shannon, great word. Mindset is amazing, and I love what you're doing. I did the same thing. I used to pick up my phone first thing in the morning. I'd still be horizontal, and I have stopped doing that. And you really have to take time for self-care and take care of yourself and your mindset. Get your mind right before you can help others. You've got to get your mind right and get your day off to a good start. And I appreciate what you're saying. That's some great stuff. Great word. Appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. All right, and last but not least, Cowboy Doug Glaze, 100K. Welcome to the new year, my friend. Your word is a great one. Win. Take it away.
Well, I think that's what we all want to do. We want to win in health and we want to win in wealth. So we better run hard, run fast, get in shape, and just help everybody you can. The more people you help, the better you're going to feel and the more money you're going to make. So we got to love the product, but don't forget the business.
Absolutely. No, you're not forgetting the business. My first phone call today was Cowboy with a three-way call, bringing somebody into the business. He had me help him put him in because he was in the truck. And I got to say, got me fired up for the morning. And I know you were excited as well. And a sharp guy, too, that you've been working with down in Florida. So really, really appreciate everything you're doing, Cowboy, and setting the example and getting the year off to a great start. We're looking forward to seeing you and everybody in Vegas. So thank you for being part of our team. All right. Excellent, everybody. Hey, listen, this has been a lot of fun. Hopefully these words of encouragement to get you into your best start of 2024 have been helpful for you. We do our Zoom, our Biz Builder Zoom, every Tuesday evening live, Tuesday Night Live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Looking forward to an amazing year with everybody. Really appreciate you all. And we'll see you all next week. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye for now.